Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. There is no doubt that DeepSeek has taken the world by storm. In this video, I am going to cover DeepSeek from another angle where you can use the DeepSeek's distilled model in Amazon Bedrock through API quite easily. I will not only be showing you how to do it, I will also be sharing the code with you, and then we will see together how can you install it locally, and then you can access the hosted service by Amazon or AWS. If you don't know what AWS is, what AWS Bedrock is, I would highly suggest you to go to my channel, search with Bedrock course. I have done a complete short course on Bedrock last year, which is still valid, and you will become a hero from zero if you have no clue about Bedrock. So please check it out because you would need to have basic understanding of Amazon Bedrock in order to use this video in your own code, but I will try to make it as simple as possible, so don't worry. But one thing you must have is AWS account credentials. For that, you would just need to go to amazon.com or aws.com. From there, just if you don't have any AWS account, create your own AWS account with your free email, and you will get a lot of free credit, so you don't have to pay anything. You might have to put in your credit card details there, but that really doesn't cost you anything. So I'm assuming that you already have an AWS account and you have AWS credentials, which you would need to set later on. But first, let's have a quick look at what exactly this DeepSeek distilled model is and what exactly we are going to do in this video. So look, I know that DeepSeek has released multiple models and that has created some confusion, which we also covered yesterday in this video, where I explained in simple words what exactly is DeepSeek R1 and what are the other variants. So let me quickly reiterate in more simple words. So what happened was that DeepSeek company, they took DeepSeek v3 as base model. DeepSeek base v3 was released some time back, so they just took it as a base model. Then they trained DeepSeek R10 on top of it via large scale reinforcement learning without supervised fine tuning. What it means is that they trained the model that if model would perform good, model will be rewarded. If not, there will be a punishment. So that is called as reinforcement learning. But they only used RL or reinforcement learning for DeepSeek R10. They didn't use any supervised fine tuning, which uses a labeled or unlabeled data. But they found out that DeepSeek R10 was sort of repeating itself a lot and the quality was not good for most of the cases. So then they trained DeepSeek R1, which incorporates cold start data before RL or reinforcement learning. And then they released 6 dense models which were distilled from DeepSeek R1 based on Llama and Qwen architecture. DeepSeek R1 distilled models are fine-tuned based on Qwen and Llama using samples generated by DeepSeek R1. DeepSeek has also slightly changed the config and tokenizer of these distilled models as discussed in their model card, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. Amazon Bedrock only supports Llama architecture, so we are going to use DeepSeek R1 distilled Llama for this video. Amazon Bedrock is a fully managed service by AWS that makes highly performant models from leading AI companies and Amazon available for your use through a unified API. You can choose from a wide range of models to find the model that is best suited for your use case. And as I said, please search my channel for the Bedrock course and you should be able to see more about Bedrock. So this is what we are going to do in this video. Before I move forward, let me introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are AgentBot. AgentBot lets you effortlessly deploy a personalized knowledge bot across platforms like Discord, Slack, and others. It is ideal for open source tech communities and startups that provide user support, and I will drop the link to their website in video's description. So let's try to see how this works in action. Now let me take you to my terminal where I'm running this Ubuntu 22.04. Now in order to use this, what you would need to do, you would need to install AWS SDK for Python, which is Software Development Kit. This is how you access AWS services in your Python code. Boto3 is the name of that SDK, and the installation is fairly simple. I'm just going to go with install Boto3. It downloads it and install it on your local system. It's very lightweight. Okay, next up, you would need to set some environment variables which are AWS specific. So whenever you create an AWS account and you log in, you can either access it through your console or you could access it through your API or your CLI through code, of course. For that, you would need to set these parameters. So primarily the first three ones. So you would need AWS access key ID, you would need secret access key, and if you are using AWS SDS, which is a simple token service from AWS for temporary short-lived credential, you would also need a token. But if you have an IAM user from AWS, you only need first two. So I will be using the short-lived credentials, so I'll be providing it these. And whenever you create an AWS account, you get an AWS account ID or account number. So make sure you have these four, or at least first two and the fourth with you, and set it in the environment variable. So let me set these environment variables and then clear the screen. Okay, so our AWS credentials are set, which is good. Next up, you would need to go to your AWS account. From there, you would need to access S3 service, which you can access by typing S3 in your search bar at the top. Once you have in S3, you just go to buckets and create a new bucket, which stores your objects in AWS. It's a object store. And then you need to upload your model. How do you get it? You go to huggingface.co in wherever the DeepSeek R1 distilled llama 8 billion is. You scroll down and from there click on files. Once you click on files, these are all the files which you need to download. I'll just highlight these are the ones. So you need to download all of these files to your local system first. Download is fairly simple. Just right click on this downward arrow, save link is, and then just save it here. You see that I already have saved all of these files in this local directory. So once you have it in this local directory, you would need to go to your S3 bucket. Whether you can use AWS console or you could use AWS CLI or even from Boto3, doesn't matter how you upload those files. So in order to do the upload from console, just click on this upload button, and then you would just, okay, so I have been signed out from my AWS account. I'll just sign it again, that doesn't matter. And then I would just need to select this add folder and then upload it. That's all I needed to do. Okay, so the bucket is ready. Files have been uploaded all from this DeepSeek model. Let me now take you to my VS Code window where I'll show you how to use it in your code easily. So this is just a Python code in my VS Code. First up, all I'm doing, I'm importing that Boto3 in JSON because we'll be dealing it in JSON data. And then I am specifying this model ID. Now this is just a DeepSeek model ID. I'm using the same convention as Hugging Face. And then this is my account number, which I'm getting from my environment, which I just set. We are setting the region in AWS. So AWS divides everything in region. For Bedrock, I normally go with US East 1 because most of the stuff is available there. And then I am creating the actual model ID for Amazon Bedrock. This is a ARN or Amazon resource number, which has this specific format where we have region, account number, and the model ID. And then this is a prompt. Of course, you can set it as you like. Then we are instantiating that Bedrock runtime client with Boto3. We are invoking the model with this prompt, and then we are printing out the result. That's all we needed to do. And don't worry, I'm going to put this code in my GitHub repo, and I'll give this code to you so that you can readily run it. So let me now save it. This is saved. Let me take you to my terminal, and then we will run this code from there. So let me quickly go to this directory, and then if I do ls, you can see that this is a app.py I have, and then I'm just going to run it from here. And sorry, before I run this command, there is another step which we need to do, which is very important. I should have mentioned it before. But nothing, no damage is done. So before you run this command, we need to import that model which we have stored in the S3 bucket. Otherwise, how would Bedrock would know that this is a model? So if you go to, again, your AWS console, search with Amazon Bedrock service, you will get this screen. On this screen, on the left hand side, you see there is something called as imported model. So click on it. And then you would need to click on this orange button on the right, which is import model. And you will be presented with this screen. Just give it any name of your choice here. Then you no need to worry about VPC settings. This is a virtual network in your AWS account. And then import job, just leave it as is. Scroll down, Amazon S3 bucket, you just give it the path. So what you would need to do, you would just need to say S3:/ and your bucket. And then this is because you haven't created any folder there, you just go to your bucket and then you just give it. So I'll just move this. You just need to create this my bed R1 distill. That's it. That is all you need to do. Give here S3:/ this bucket name. And then once that's done, scroll down. Just no need to worry about any role names or stuff. It will create a service role for you. Service role is just what Amazon service uses, which in this case Amazon Bedrock, to perform some tasks on your behalf. So and then click on import model. It will import the model from that S3 bucket. So let me do that. Model is being imported. And it is also going to show you the status here. You can keep refreshing from here to see what the status is. So let's wait for it to get imported. This takes few minutes. So the model is imported, took around 10 minutes. Let me now run this code. So the question was, what is happiness? There you go. Good stuff. Let me go up to see what sort of response it has done. Okay, pretty interesting. Model has by itself added it, and how can I find it? And then you see the typical style of the DeepSeek R1 distilled one. It is doing chain of thought that okay, so I'm trying to figure out what is happiness and how to find it. I have heard a lot about people talking about being happy. Very nice. So it is just thinking about itself, slicing and dicing the response, doing inward reflection, gratitude, building relationships. Pretty good answer as usual. Just we have seen in numerous other videos where we have covered R1 and its distilled and fine-tuned variants. And then it has given us the summary that happiness seems to involve a mix of positive emotions, especially subscribing to this channel and sharing it among your network. So that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what do you think about this. Try it out. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you are already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps. Thank you for watching.